Dear friends, have you ever had a moment you wish you could go back to? One last conversation, one last meal, one last time sitting together before everything changed. A table where laughter felt easy, where hearts felt safe, where no one imagined it would be the last. That night, Jesus sat at a table like that, surrounded by people he loved, people he walked with, laughed with, poured his love into. And yet, he knew something they didn't. He knew this moment wouldn't last. He knew the bread in his hands would soon become his broken body. He knew the cup before him would become his poured out blood. And still, he chose to sit there, to love, to give, to stay, because sometimes the most painful journey begins in the most beautiful moments. That's how it was on that night. That simple table was not the end of the story. It was the beginning of the cross. And as St. Augustine of Hippo reminds us, God loves each of us as if there were only one of us. That night, my dear friends, Jesus loved personally, deeply, completely, even knowing human weakness. Sometimes in life, we love the table moments, the blessings, the comfort, the joy, and homely feelings. But we forget that every table leads to a cross, because love, real love, always requires sacrifice. Jesus didn't just share a meal, he showed what love looks like. He knelt down and washed their feet, dusty feet, tired feet, worn out feet, even the feet of the one who would betray him. Think about that. If it were us, we would step back, we would protect our hearts, but Jesus chose to love anyway. And in the words of Saint Francis of Assisi, echo in my ears as I make this video, it is in giving that we receive. Maundy Thursday, my dear friends, is not just something to remember, it is something to live. So what does this day mean for you and me practically? It means learning to serve even when no one notices, helping at home, being patient with your family, listening instead of reacting, and passing judgments. That is foot washing today. It means forgiving someone who doesn't deserve it, letting go of that silent anger, that hidden resentment that is carrying our cross. It means sharing what you have, your time, your attention, your kindness and compassion that is breaking your bread. And maybe the hardest of all, staying faithful even when you feel alone. Because that night, after sharing the meal at the table, Jesus walked toward the cross alone. And maybe today you feel that loneliness too. Maybe you are giving your best, but no one understands. Maybe you are loving, but not receiving the same in return. Maybe your cross feels heavy, but listen carefully. The table prepares you. The cross transforms you, because it is not always the big crosses. Sometimes it is the small, daily, tiny sacrifices that shape your soul. Holding your words when you want to argue, showing kindness when you are hurt, choosing silence when you are misjudged. These are your Maundy Thursday moments. At this moment, my dear friends, I recall the words of Saint Catherine of Siena. Be who God meant you to be, and you will set the world on fire. But to become that person, you must walk from the table to the cross. Because the truth is, the cross is not punishment, it is preparation. Jesus knew beyond the pain there was purpose, beyond the suffering there was glory, beyond the cross there was resurrection. So today, my dear friends, don't just remember this night, live it. Serve someone quietly, forgive someone sincerely, give something generously. Because the table shows you God's love, but the cross proves it. When life feels heavy, when love feels difficult, look at Jesus. From the table to the cross, He didn't stop, He didn't turn back, He loved till the very end. And as St. John of the Cross reminds us, in the evening of life, we will be judged on the love alone. So walk this journey with courage. Love even when it is hard. Serve even when it is unseen. Trust when it is painful. Because your story doesn't end at the cross. It leads to resurrection. So when the world walks away, when love feels unanswered, look at the cross and remember, someone stayed, someone gave everything just to hold you close. Friends, if these thoughts of mine have touched your heart, please subscribe to the channel.